Hello everyone and welcome to Daily Brightness. We have got another exciting episode for you. We're talking all things Millie and Rach and obviously catching up on the football. But first, our little check-ins. Bestie, how are you?
I think, just thought I'm all right. Yeah. How are you?
Do you need a little Millie hug?
I do actually. Felt like
You
I did
do?
this morning.
All right.
When we were messaging this morning, I was like, oh.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, I've got a few days off soon and I'm going to be popping back home to Sheffield, so I think I'll swing by for a little bestie visit.
A little cup of tea on the way.
Have you been doing any DIY? That's what I wanted to ask you.
I haven't actually. My project extension's still underway. I can show you a quick picture of...
Yes, we're still waiting, aren't we, viewers, for Rachel's DIY page.
Yeah, I
DIY
haven't been up
Daily.
Much recently. I've been a bit too busy, but this is where we're currently at.
Nice. I love that you're taking pictures of start, and then the process.
Progress.
Start. Yeah, I love it. I love stuff like that.
I've been golfing this morning. A bit of therapy, a bit of me time.
Sick. I'm taking my clubs back actually.
Why?
I'm going to go play with my dad.
Oh, right. I think maybe
my dad's buzzing.
Back. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely not.
A bit of therapy, a bit of smashing the shit out of a golf ball is exactly what was needed on this Monday morning. But yeah, let's move on to football. So you obviously started off the weekend, Friday night game, as you continuously steal those games, with a game in what I would describe as horrendous conditions. I was watching it thinking, I'll put heating on.
Jesus Christ. Well, I'd love to put my heating on, but my boiler's broke, so that's why I've got the woolly hat on inside. Don't know.
Shout out to any boilers in the Surrey area that would like to help Millie.
I'm booked in November.
Boilers?
But it's...
Don't say shout out to the boilers.
Shout out to the boilers.
Shout out to the... What are they? Plumbers? Plumbers. Shout out to any plumber that wants to help Millie in the Surrey area.
Yeah, obviously we were watching the updates and it was Storm Amy's going to be hitting Manchester at this time and this time. And I was like, holy crap. I texted my mum and dad. I was like, drive safe, be careful. They brought Albie as well and my sister. But I honestly expected it to be a lot worse than it was. It started off just a little bit windy, but not too bad. And then second half, the rain just came. My shirt was so heavy. It was so heavy. But, I mean, I do like them conditions. You know, I was
going to say, you would have loved that. I don't mind the rain. Wind is the worst.
Wind is horrible.
Our game was windy yesterday.
Yeah, I think you guys had it worse than we did. But to be honest, we didn't have too much wind. But I love the rain. It made it entertaining. But, yeah, it was a really intense game, really, really intense. And we obviously knew that they're obviously a very, very much in form at the minute and got the best defensive record before that game as it stood, and not really conceding much, so we knew we were going to have to work hard for it. I think first off we were terrible there. We were so far off it, so we had a bit of a talking to ourselves at half time, and then second half came out, was much, much better, but then every shot we hit we just straight at the keeper. So I thought we created some really good chances. We just weren't clinical, and although we could have won the game, I think a draw was probably a fair result, because I think United played some really good football and they created some chances.
Yeah, I thought a draw was a fair result by the end of it, but there was definitely momentum swings, wasn't there? I think Man U were on top for large parts of the second half.
Yeah, I think they were on top when we scored, to be honest.
They came out from half time and I thought, they're on it here. But there was always that little piece in my mind where I was like, oh, Chelsea's going to do it late, I think. I think they'll just nick one. You're so ruthless, and I always go on about your winning mentality. I thought Sam Kerr was going to come on and bag a winner, but you last 5-10 minutes, it swung to you, didn't it? It was more.
Yeah, well, Maya made a brilliant block against Guru.
Yeah.
But it was just one of them games where, you know what I mean, you come away and it's a draw's better than a loss, and we're still in a really good position. So
a point on the road against a team like that is
very, very hard.
But I'm enjoying Man United at the minute.
They're playing really well.
I don't really like to say that. They are playing some really nice football. I think Jess Parks added a whole new dimension to their game, in my opinion. I think Zigiotti, she's a great midfielder.
Yeah.
I think
they're very much clicking. Everything. I was
a bit surprised at Mallard not playing, because she was in absolute flying form. It was a weird one for me, but she's a good player. But no, I think you'd be happy overall with a 1-1, against a team
No,
that's
definitely.
really in form at the top of the table with you and away from home in shit conditions. Like,
definitely. And I will say I'm happy that Jess Park's doing well. Not too
me
much against
too.
us, but again, when you know these, we know we're on a personal level, and seeing players go through a tough time and not having any minutes and having to leave a situation, I think, again, to then see a player, you know, she's an unbelievable human, she's so lovely, and then to now see her thriving in that environment and playing some of her best football, it is really, I'm speaking not as a Chelsea player, as a person,
yeah,
and
absolutely.
as a friend, it's
Which
really, really nice to see her.
Great way to view it, and I think more people should see it like that as well.
Yeah, so happy for her, and I said that to her after the game. So really happy for her. But your game,
she looks happy.
Oh, your goals, by the way, Jesus,
oh, joke, weren't they? Set piece, Steve, us now, ain't we?
That is it. Wilms.
Yeah, so she actually
brilliant
practices
set
those
piece
free
taker.
kicks, and honestly, like, it was only a matter of time before she was going to score one, because against you, she hit a.
Yeah,
did she hit the bar against you?
She hit the bar, and then I said against Arsenal, her delivery on corners was unbelievable.
Well, she hit one against Arsenal, right? The most rogue angle. I was like, she's not going to shoot from here, is she?
Yeah, that was just before. Was that just before the corner? Was it after?
Yeah, before. And so I was like, how on earth? But she does, like, to be fair to her, she practices them a lot, like she's got them on lock. And then that one came up yesterday, and I was like, everyone on the bench, we were like, this is a goal. Like, part of me was a bit like, it might be too close for Lynn. Like, you know,
for her to get that up and
over,
and back down was.
But no, we were all like, yeah, this is going in, this is flying in, and we've all been saying, like, it's only a matter of time before you're going to score a free kick, like, because we've been getting a few in good positions. Kirsty's goal was an absolute screamer. Like, it's surprised he didn't rip the net. I swear, I just stood there, and I was like, wow.
It went so fast, like literally so fast.
And it lifted, didn't it? Like, it stayed, and then it just, like, lifted top corner, like, late on. I was like, yeah, sick. But that's two free kicks the West Ham keepers conceded in the last two games. Us and you, so she's probably going to be annoyed about that one. But yeah, it was a tough game. It's always difficult, isn't it, going to West Ham? It's not a nice place to play, and they always make it difficult and scrappy. And yeah, it wasn't an easy one by any means. But I think we were on top for quite a lot of the game.
Yeah, I think you've got really good form though as well.
Yeah, we were bound to. We needed that as well, because, like, we've done all right, but ultimately we hadn't won yet, so it was nice to just sort of get that under our belts and get a win away. Man City Arsenal game. Now, that was a really good game. We watched. I missed the first 2 goals when it was 1-1, wasn't it? So we were just coming out of training, and I thought, I don't know which way this one's going to go. And you know what? Like, when Chloe came on, I was like, gonna score. Fact. Like, there's no way this girl's not scoring. She's not going to Man City and not scoring.
No.
So I was really happy for her, because I think that would have been really important for her to get that.
Yeah, on a personal
yeah, and
level,
she's in good form. You know, she seems really happy, so that's good. But interesting result though.
I didn't know which way it was going to go, because
me either.
Obviously, Arsenal haven't been performing. Like, their performances haven't been, like, great, and, you know, they're missing that little spark, and I think struggling a little bit. But then City have had some good games, some not so good games. So it was like, I was like, oh, I'm not sure which way this one's going to go. And it's one of them games where already, like, the league's taking shape, and yes, we're still very early on, but to drop a lot of points, it's like, it's hard to get them back. Every game is so hard, no matter who you play against, and both teams would have known that as well, which I think City stepped up for, definitely. That's what happens when 2 top teams are playing against each other, but you're fighting for the league, like, you're fighting for trophies. But it's going to be interesting now.
I think it is. It's a weird one for Arsenal, because, like I say, when we played them, like, they had a lot of the ball, like, they moved the ball well, they played some unbelievable football, but it was just like that clinical edge is just sort of.
If you don't do anything with it, there's no point having the ball.
No, exactly. But I think City are now finding their feet, and, like, they look like they're playing really good football now. And it's tough for Arsenal now, like 5 points behind you without a win in 3.
Yeah, the league is definitely heating up, and I'm just so excited now for each game as it comes. And I think people are going to be shocked by a few results, because I still don't think people appreciate how hard this league is and how every team has gone up a level. And, you know, you get certain fixtures and people are like, oh, they'll blitz that easy game
Yeah,
for
it don't
them.
go like
There's
that
no
anymore.
easy game like that. It don't exist, especially not in the WSL. Like, it does not exist. So I think it's going to be a super exciting season, this one.
Leicester won, Everton won. I think Leicester are going to be sneaky this year because we played them in pre-season and we spoke about it last week, didn't we? Like, they're solid. Their foundation is solid. You know,
They were good against us as well.
There's probably a few things that they'd like to probably add, but I think we've said it before with Rick Passmore has been there. You know, he's been there interim and
drilled.
Yeah,
everything will be in order. Yeah, discipline, and also for them to be doing so well so early on, I think is a really good sign because if you can get a bit of a base now and you can get some points on the board, you can build on that. And do you know what I mean? You don't fall too far behind. But
100%,
I think both teams, we've said Everton as well, they're in great form, and again, they're another one I think to look out for this season. So I think. I didn't get to see any of that game, but I bet that was a bit of an interesting one to watch.
Is it Mouchon, I think it's pronounced? She came on the 80th minute and scored on the 81st, so I bet she was gassed. But no, that's another good one. Another one to keep your eye on, I think, Leicester. I think this next one was a bit of I don't know, like Liverpool, so obviously...
Oh, it's not a pen. It's not a pen.
Do you know what? I actually haven't seen it. Was it Keats?
Yeah, it's not a pen. It actually, for me, should have been a foul on the keeper. Like, her foot is so high. If her foot had stayed at that height for any longer, she'd have kicked her in the face. So her foot's high, the keeper's come out and she's kicked. She's like, they both completely missed, like, no one's touched the ball. She hasn't got the ball at all, Keats. And she's literally stood at the keeper in a hip. And she awarded a penalty.
I'm going to go watch it after this. But
watch it after this, but I'd put my house on it that it's not a penalty.
89th minute penalty. But Liverpool,
not a pen.
Liverpool are they've not got a point yet.
No.
And that's quite worrying.
When you look at their team, when you look at their players, like, I think they have a lot of attacking threats. Like, I do. I think they do. They have like some flary players, a lot of pace. They should be getting results. But then again, I've been in that team not in Liverpool team, but I've been in a team when you're in like a bit of period of change and struggle, and it's the hardest place to be. It's so easy for us to sit here and be like,
this was us last year. This was us last year.
So hard.
Start of last season. But you can't rule them out. You know, they've got a great squad and it's early doors. Like we did, this is literally what happened to Villa last year. We started off and we took us ages to get points. And then obviously by the back end of the season, we started to gain momentum and get flying again. But another win on the board for London City, though. So, you know, it's again, it's an interesting...
it matters, doesn't it? Points matter. And I think for them to listen, yes, while I think it's not a pen, they've put themselves into a position to be given an opportunity. So, you know, you've got to have that mentality to keep going. And points right now for teams in the lower part are massively important. But yeah, I do hope Liverpool turn it around because, listen, they are a top team and they're so hard to play against. And yeah, like you said, being in that period of change and things not clicking and not working, and you just can't get out the gates. Like, it's really,
but I do
really
also
hard.
think, Mill, like, realistically, like, this horrific news with Matt Beard, like, that's got to have had an impact on those players.
Exactly.
Don't forget, like, a lot of those players have played under him for years. So
Exactly.
I think that, again, before people go running their mouths about, Liverpool aren't, you know, think about them as and what they're probably dealing with. Like, it's
you
not an
think
easy
none of
thing
them
to
players
just...
have taken a break? None of them players have had a week off to start that process of grieving. Like, I'd like to think, and I'd like to think they've all been offered that support, and I know they have. But still, as a player, you can't. What you're going to give the whole team's going to take a break? Like,
yeah, sometimes you can't just turn it on, can you? When you've got weight on your shoulders. But
so
I think they'll turn it around.
Okay.
I do think they'll turn it around. Tottenham, Brighton. That was a one that I wouldn't have been able to call, but I think Tottenham plays some really nice football. I think Martin's got them playing some really nice football
a couple of times now. I think they've added a couple of players as well, which I think's taken them to another level. I think they've got a lot more depth in their squad now.
Yeah,
which
it's
makes
like
them
a different.
more
It's like a different style of play that they've ever had. I think. But a win for them.
Points on the board.
Brighton not having Fran is obviously a big loss for them. I think that she's a big driving force of their team, and you know they always do it. But that Tamberg, their striker, she's good. You know, big presence. Good. Tottenham players obviously stood at the kickoff, while Brighton players took the knee, and I think that that's something obviously that we've spoke about, isn't it? Like, we obviously did, followed sort of the same path as you guys in terms of changing the narrative a little bit, because I think when it's a topic like racism and people have been affected by it, and you and I both know, like, we're just crying out for change, like, that there needs to be change. There's still racist people in the world, which is not acceptable. To me, it's absolutely mind-blowing and disgusting. And I think taking the knee has obviously felt across the league and probably other leagues as well, that it's not really doing anything. It's not really having the impact that we wanted it to have, and make a stance to make change. Exactly. And I think obviously Jess has, said herself that it doesn't feel meaningful anymore. And I think that's sad, because that was sort of like what everyone did to try and make change, but it didn't change. So I think obviously us all coming together and uniting as one, I think was quite a powerful message.
Yeah, well, that's what we discussed, and we wanted to, I think players need to be heard as well. And when change needs to happen, like, forget what team you play for, we're all the same, and we all stand for the same, which is racism has no place in the world. Forget football, forget sport. Exactly. It has no. It's not. I hate when I see that, like, racism has no place in football. No, racism has no place in society. It has no place in the world. Like, it's not about sport. It's about a human being, and everyone having a right to just live their lives and be who they are, regardless of their background, the colour of the skin. Like, it doesn't matter. So I hate when I see that phrase, like, there's no room in football for race. No, there's no room in the world for it. So obviously we had that discussion, and hearing from players and feeling that taking the knee has lost its power. Then, okay, what do we do next? Like, how do we make it known that we are not going to tolerate it as people? And it's not about being teammates, it's about being friends, and it's about being supportive of one another, and trying to put yourself in other people's shoes, and what would you want in that? Well, you'd want everyone to come together and unite, and we thought, like, gathering in a circle and all blending in and not standing as two separate teams, like standing together, mixing in and uniting with our arms interlinked was a powerful message to say that we are together. Like, and it's, it was so nice to see that other teams did do it. And I think change needs to happen. Social media needs to do a hell of a lot better. It's not acceptable that people are still able to just be abusive online and send racist messages. And
racism is, like, one of the worst things. Like,
it's just awful. I've never
ever been able to understand it. And I've never been able to understand why people feel the need that because of the colour of somebody's skin or the way somebody looks, that you can just target and throw abuse at them. Like, who do you think you are? Like, it really, really, really gets under my skin, and it's one of the topics that I think I could talk about for a really long time, because it's something that I know we're both passionate about making change for. But we've obviously seen and been a part of people, knowing people that have gone through really difficult times with having racist abuse thrown at them, and it's just violent. It needs to stop. And I hope that, like, if a fan looks at our games and says, "Oh, why are they doing that?" I hope that is now, okay, great. Like, we're all on this path together. Like, you're right. It's not. There's no place in football, but the society, it's a massive problem in the world.
And on the other hand, people then abuse these players and are racist to them, and then you expect them to go out and perform. And then you'll be online again. "Oh, you were shit today." Well, I'm not being funny, but I probably won't put my boots back on. Like, no, I wouldn't. Exactly. Like, you're making it a place where people don't want to exist and people don't want to do what they love. Like, you remember that players play for fans. Like, the women's game started because we want to perform for fans. We want to, like, there was no money in the beginning. There was no flashy things, no luxury stadiums. Like, we played for the love of the game and giving back to our supporters, our 200 fans that I first had when I played for Chelsea at Staines. Like, I played to impress those 200 fans. And still to this day, over 90,000 sold out Wembley, you still play for the fans. So, like, in one breath, you're wanting people to perform and give their all and sacrifice things in their life. But then on the other hand, you're abusing them and you're racist to them and you make them feel like they have no place to exist. Like, I don't understand, like, you want this, but you're behaving like that. Like, I don't get it. Like, this is why I don't get abuse full stop, because you abuse people, but then you'll moan that they don't perform. "Oh, I shouldn't have bought a ticket. They were shit today." All right, well, let me abuse you and see how you get on.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
I think abuse. Especially, I think a lot in sport, there's a lot of abuse, and we talk about this a lot, but racism, it's just crazy. It just needs to end. It's just absolutely
And just to shout out like Jess and to
keep speaking up.
Everyone out there,
keep standing up.
Yeah, keep standing up. We're standing
we're right there.
Literally
we're right behind you.
you.
Let's take a little break before we need to check into the rage room. Welcome back to Daily Brightness. It is the start of the Champions League fixtures this week. Millie, you with Chelsea have got FC 20.
20?
FC 20 quid.
20.
How much do you enjoy playing Champions League, Mill? Like, it's literally best of the best, isn't it?
I love it. Like today, obviously, we put on Champions League kit. I'm so excited by it. I love playing in this competition. I love the variety of teams that you get to play against. Like just putting on the kit, and I always sing like the song, like but I can't do it because my voice is so bad. But I literally do that every day. Like I'm so excited by it, and I think everyone knows it's the trophy we don't have, and it's the one that I want so badly. And I think just looking back over like the years of playing in the Champions League and the development of, our team especially, and you do build like a bit of rivalry now, like because we played against certain teams so many times, we've got like that Champions League rivalry, which I think's nice as well. But listen, this team that we're coming up against, they're top of their league. They've scored a hell of a lot of goals so far in the season. So again, I think similar to the league, people straight away write off certain teams. And they probably see some of the bigger names in the Champions League and be like, oh, they'll be fine there. But obviously we're playing the new layout as well, which I think is really exciting. So the same layout as the men's. But yeah, this team is really, really good. And obviously Jill Roord plays for them as well now. And she's been on fire there. So definitely a team we need to be careful of. But yeah, walking out the Champions League balls and the music, and honestly, it's so exciting. Like, it gives me goosebumps. I love it.
I'd love to have played with the Champions League ball.
Yeah.
Like, they were the ones you wanted as a kid, weren't they? When you were growing up, you always bought the Champions League ball.
And the trophy's like unbelievable. Like, it's massive.
Well, you better get it then.
Try and best it. I'm so excited.
It's coming
I'm so
to
gassed
Cobham
about it
this year.
Hopefully. But yeah,
that's exciting. It's exciting. I really enjoy watching the Women's Champions League.
Yeah.
Because like you say,
you get to see different players as well.
Exactly,
like
different styles,
never heard
different.
Of. Yeah.
It's exciting. It's really exciting. I love watching it. So I'm really looking forward to watching you this week.
And just if anyone listening is wondering who she's supporting, it's Chelsea, obviously, and she will be having the Chelsea top on. Like, it's a silly question, but just in case anyone was wondering,
of course,
I know you all
I'm
knew,
Chelsea through and through, especially in Champions League. Come on,
I told you that chick's TikTok, and she was like, Rachel Daly's Chelsea's secret agent, like secret player. I was pissing. I was like, I love that so much. Makes me
so watch out, FC 20. The Chelsea boys are coming to town.
Boys are back in town.
It's exciting though. I'm really, really looking forward to watching you on Wednesday.
I love the travel as well, like getting on the plane, and like tonight I'm going to be packing all my Champions League stuff, and tomorrow obviously we train and then we fly out there, and just getting to the hotels and just going to a different country as well. It's as you know, like over the years, traveling in football is super sick, but there's just something different in the Champions League. Like, it's really, really hard to explain. It's like every Champions League game is like a big final. Like, that's what I feel.
Well, it's like as well, because obviously you travel a lot, like internationally, don't you, when you're playing for England?
Yeah.
And stuff. But for club, you don't often like jump on a plane and go anywhere, obviously, other than Champions League. So yeah, super exciting. I hope you win. Hope you smash it. Bring the trophy home this year. Ooh. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about gratitude. What is your number one gratitude for this week?
Also, I'm just going to say off the back of my last gratitude, I've had so many messages about the slippers. Thank you for those that have purchased them. If the range would like to give me some commission, that'd be great. I can keep advertising your products. Thank you very much. We'll tag you. Oh, my gratitude. I've bought a tumble dryer.
Oh, it's the best thing since sliced bread. That reminds me, shit, I need to get my washing out of the dryer.
I cannot believe all these years I've not had a damn dryer. And now I've bought one, got one off Amazon, popped it in the living room. Perfect.
In the living room?
Getting all the dog stuff dried. Yeah, it's a condenser one.
Mine's condenser. I have mine in my shed.
It's literally like behind the door. It's quite silent as well, so it's perfect. But I was like, oh my God, this has made life so much easier. So I'm so grateful for that. When my life is so busy, I can quickly whack the washing in and get it dried.
Yeah, game changer. It's little things in
love
life,
it.
isn't it? You can
It
save
really
a minute
is.
here and there.
What is yours?
I am like beyond grateful this week for my people, and I think you know more than anyone how important they are in times of uncertainty, in times of struggling, in times of even good times, you know.
Yeah.
I think my people know who they are. And I'm so extremely grateful for them, especially this week. I think they've been incredible for me. So
well, we love you just as much as you love us. And yes, guys, she's talking about me. I'm one of the people, in case you didn't know.
I don't have many, but the ones that I do have know who they are.
No, but we love you, and we've got you in the good times, the hard times, the terrible times. I think that's the beauty of especially our friendship. But I've got you no matter what, you know that, and I can't wait to see you and give you a big cuddle and we'll have a cuppa.
Love you, bestie. But that is it for Daily Brightness today. As always, get in touch with us on socials at Daily Brightness. We will be back on Thursday with a very special World Mental Health Day episode, which is something that is very close to both of our hearts. Make sure you're following or subscribe to the show. Get all the new episodes as they come out. Subscribe.
Do it now if you've not done it. And God, my voice came back for that. Also, just to mention on the episode on Thursday, please wear something yellow, send a picture, tag Daily Brightness, tag Young Minds, because it's all for mental health, wearing something yellow, all uniting together. And like Rach said, reach out to your people, let them know that you love them, let them know that you're there, the good times, the bad times. And yeah, thank you for all your support. We love you. Take care of yourselves, look after each other, and we'll be back soon.
Goodbye.
Bye.